Hi guys, and welcome back to Pet Life. Today we will be weighing and evaluating rabbits for fair, so I can choose my meat pen. So first, we are going to weigh all the animals. So that has to get started. This guy has a hernia at the moment, so I'll still weigh him, but he will not be able to show if his hernia is not, if it doesn't heal on its own.
All right. Are we going to wean today too?
Yes, today
right.
We are also weaning.
Okay.
As you can see, they're big boys.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, mister. Let's see how much. Oh, come back here. See how much you weigh. 71 ounces, 71.24 ounces. And then in here, this is where I keep my records. As you can see, since the last time I weighed, he has gotten a lot heavier. He's a good 50 ounces heavier.
He's doubled in size.
Yeah.
Right, and so he's getting weaned today, right? He's not going back in with mom?
Yeah. So.
Poor guy, poor little fellow.
Come on, little fellow.
He's going to miss his mommy.
So I'm putting 2 different litters in here, gumdrops and frosties, because both litters are very small since I have sold most of the others. And then all of Tofu's babies will be going in here.
Okay.
So next we are doing all of Tofu's babies. And I have sold one of them, so most of them are still here.
Okay, do you need me to help you do all this?
No, I got it. So right after I let the bunnies settle a little bit and drink some food and water, I'm going to take them all outside, so onto my table, so I can look at their conformation and choose which ones are going to go in the meat pen and which ones are going to be fryers. So the 3 rabbits I am choosing are all in the same entry and will all be shown together and judged for how similar their body shape and size is.
Okay. And then you're going to enter what else?
I'm also entering 2 fryers. A fryer is a single meat animal that gets judged all by itself and is a separate entry at fair. And they are 2 different classes.
Okay, so how many rabbits total are you going to be taking to our fair?
I'm going to be taking 5 rabbits total to the Kern County Fair.
And those rabbits are going to be in 3 separate entries, 2 singles and 1 group of 3, right?
Yes.
Awesome. What else are you doing at the fair?
I'm also doing the rabbit costume contest, which is just a contest of people who have big displays and the rabbit's in a costume and they're in a costume.
Awesome. We'll get a video of that during the fair, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now we've weaned everybody.
Yep.
Now we're gonna choose your meat pen and your 2 singles.
Yes.
To show for the fair. All the other ones that are left will either be sold as pets or meat for somebody.
Yeah. Or just or as breeding animals. People also buy them for breeding.
All right. Make sure you tell people, buy some animals. Okay. Oh, we don't have them in here, but we can go look at your posters. How many years have you won champion or reserve champion for those two classes at our fair?
4 years in a row.
And last year, the one kid that beat you, where did her rabbit come from?
Her rabbit came from my barn. So this is my setup for looking at the rabbit's conformation. The rabbits will be in here while I judge some of them so that I don't have to keep going in and out of the barn. And I'll be putting the ones that I am going to do up here and the ones I am done with down here.
Awesome. Sounds like a plan. Let's do it. Now, are you only going to choose your meat pin out of this group, or are you choosing singles out of this group?
I'm going to choose meat pin out of this group because they're all similar weight. The others are either a lot heavier or a lot lighter, because you can see Archie and Frosty's babies are in the 40s, and Tofu's babies are in the 50s.
Is that these ones?
Yeah.
These are Tofu?
So I probably will do these 3. Just based off their weight, but I haven't looked at the confirmation yet.
All right. So out of this group, we know that one was significantly lighter than the rest, right?
T54.
So would you want to just eliminate that one? Like, we're not going to choose that one?
That is a good idea. Okay, so this is the standard of perfection for both rabbits and cavies. So it also has the specific breed's characteristics, color, and conformation. It has what they're called at what age, and general phrases.
Do you judge cats too?
No, we do not judge. We do not judge cats. I bet you can show cats, but they can't be fixed. No, they can't.
All right, Trixie, you have to move on.
Go play in the rabbit house. Californians have a commercial body type, and to judge them, they have to be set up in the correct position, which is this, with the tips of their toes lining up with their eye, and the tips of their toes here lining up with the end of their hip. And you scrunch them. We usually look from the side first to judge the shoulder, and we look to see if there is a small bump, and then it goes. As you can see, this guy does not have any bumps right here, so he has a good shoulder on him. It's even. We also judge the loin, the thickness and firmness of it, and to see how well it fills in the sides right here. So like, as you can see, he doesn't look sunken at all, which means he has a very full loin. It's excellent loin. We also judge the wideness of the rump and the depth of the rabbit. So that means how wide he is on top is how wide he should be on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
And we also judge the firmness of the flesh, and yeah, that's it. We also have to make sure he does not have any disqualifying features, which would be ear mites, which we use, since he's so small, we use our smallest finger. We stick it in there very gently and just scoop out whatever's in there. If it was like very dusty and it was like a weird reddish color, I think, then he would have ear mites and we would get the treatment for it. But as you can see, it's just little bits of earwax. We check the other ear for this too. And we also look down the ear to see if we can see any blockages. We check the eye for a few different conditions: moon eye, walleye, any signs of conjunctive eye, blindness, or weepy eye. Moon eye is when the eye is opaque and is very cloudy, which is a sign of blindness. And then walleye, it looks like there's a wall inside the eye just like blocking it off. And weepy eye is when there is a bunch of goopiness around the eye, and there's like a lot of it, and it's running down their face.
Do they have to have the correct coloring to be shown as this breed? What is that?
The correct eye color for this breed is pink or red. As you can see, he's very red. We check both eyes for this. As you can see, they're nice, healthy, and clear, and there's no goopies. And I'm going to be holding him in my arms for this since he's such a small rabbit, and it makes it a lot easier for me. We flip them over. Give me a minute, please. Oh my goodness. As you can see, he has not had a lot of training in this. We check the nose for any signs of snuffles, any foreign spots or colors on the nose, and any discharge, which is another word for snot. Snuffles is when they have a lot of snot and they have pretty much a cold. Oh my goodness, you're fine. Maybe you'll prefer it this way. There we go. There we go. Now you guys can see better. We also check the teeth to see that they are aligned and if there is any signs of them being broken. There's wolf teeth. We have to check that to make sure the peg teeth in the back are healthy. Peg teeth are the teeth behind the front two teeth to replace the front teeth if they fall out. We also check for any cracks in the tooth. As you can see, they're very healthy, pearly whites. And we also check along the jaw, because they have teeth in the back too, like we do, they're molars. Check along the jaw for any abscesses or bumps. He doesn't have any. We also check the chin for any abscesses. We check to make sure he doesn't have a genetic condition called pigeon breast, which is when the chest, instead of being flatter, it is like pointed, like a pigeon's. We also check the density and straightness of the leg. They're just stretching it out. Just to check to make sure he has all of his toes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 5 toes and toenails on the front feet and 4 on the back feet. So they have 18 in all. We also check for, it's okay, buddy. We also check for sore paw, which is when there's little abscesses on the pad. And we check to make sure that he doesn't have any broken toes or toenails and that they aren't mismatched. Californians, they're supposed to be all dark colored, like black, but he's so young that the color hasn't come in yet. We check both front legs for all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We also check the back feet, the straightness and density of the bone. We also check for sore hock, which is when they have a lot of abscesses and calluses on the hock of their foot. And you can, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 little toenails and toes. We check both feet for this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We check the front and back feet for the same things, except the back feet you have to check for sore hock. And we check the stomach area. If this girl was having babies or had babies, we would check for mastitis, which is when the teat is hard and warm. We check the tail to see if it is broken or sprained or dead tail, or has any dead tail. And we also check the correct color, so it has to be black or gray on both sides. As you can see, it is. Californians have a flyback fur type, which is when if you do this, it goes right back into the position it was very quickly. And we also check for any smut, which is when there is darker color where there's not supposed to be. It happens a lot in older animals. but it is a disqualification for Californians. And you also check for fur mites, which is the little mites in the pelt. And that's it.
Okay. And all of those things, are they listed in this book?
Yes.
So when you go to show, or you take them to the show, the judge is basically going down a predetermined checklist, right?
Yeah.
And when you do showmanship, it's the same thing. There's kind of a checklist you have to hit
Yes.
along the way, and that's how you're judged on showmanship?
Yeah, there is a showmanship sheet that has all of the rabbit disqualification and faults on there and what you were supposed to say and how many points you get for saying those things and knowing what they are correctly and doing what I just did in order.
Great. Okay, so now out of those 4, you're just going to pick the 3 that are the most similar?
Yes.
And those will be your meat pen?
Yeah, I'm going to be picking out of these 3 animals to be in my meat pen. I will try and get them as similar in weight as possible and as similar in body conformation.
Awesome. Let's do it.
So these are the 3 rabbits I'm choosing as a meat pen. They are all very similar in width and depth. Depth is how tall they are, and width is how wide they are. So they are all very wide and square, which is a good thing. And they all have they all have excellent shoulders and similar loins. And they are all very close in weight. So this will be my meat pen for the Kern County Fair. So this is going to be one of my fryers for the fair. His mom is a really nice rabbit, and she has always produced really nice rabbits. The only reason that it is not going to be in my meat pen is that it was a little too big for them.
Compared to the other ones?
Compared to the other ones, it was a little too big, but he'll make a very nice fryer.
All right. So we have to pick one more fryer, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's pick one more.
Okay, I've picked my meat pen and my 2 fryers for fair. The only reason I am doing all of the confirmation checks is because they are going to fair for someone who is just doing rabbits for meat in their backyard. You don't have to do all this or get the standard of perfection. It is important to health check your rabbit and to keep records of their weight just to make sure they are not getting sick, because if they get sick, they usually decrease in weight. So for showing, there is a very specific weight range for each breed. For meat pens and fryers, they cannot be under 3 pounds or over 5.5 pounds. And for a full-grown Californian rabbit, they can't be over 10.5 pounds or under 8.5 pounds, or else they will be disqualified from competition. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video and seen all the bunnies. Please like and subscribe, and if you guys have any name ideas or questions, drop them in the comments below.
See you later.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.